Namaste everybody. I hope all of you are doing good. So, yet another class regarding the topic determiners. So, I have jotted down a few points for you so that you remember it when you deal about the topic determiners. So, there are 4 points related to it and also some examples associated with those 4 points. Number 1, a determiner always comes before a noun, not after. Number 2, a determiner is a word which introduces a noun. So, we will justify this point 1 and point 2 with the help of an example. So, I have jotted down the sentence, the boy went home. In this case, boy, boy is a common noun plus a singular noun, and just before the word boy, we have another word the. So as boy has a consonant pronunciation or consonant sound, we will pronounce the, which is just before it, as the. So our sentence will read as the boy went home. So in this case, suppose if we leave out the word the and just read boy went home. So these three words will constitute the noun phrase. Okay, but despite having a verb went, we are not getting a clear and complete meaning. So let us add the word the before it. So we get the entire sentence as the boy went home, but we will not pronounce it as the boy went home. We will pronounce it as the boy went home. So the here means a specific boy, a particular boy who went home. Okay. So that means a determiner introduces a noun phrase. So one thing you have to remember, that while judging the determiner in a subject or predicate which is forming part of a sentence, you don't have to think about subject and predicate. The determiner can be in the subject portion as well as the predicate portion. You just have to be concerned about its placement just before the word which is a noun. And number 2, most importantly, it needs to be a singular noun. Okay, moving on to point 3, a determiner also comes before any other adjective which is used to determine a noun. So this is an exception to the rule. That means a determiner not only introduces a noun, but sometimes it also introduces the adjective. Okay, and adjective is a word which modifies a noun. So let us see the example. John ate the chocolate ice cream for desserts. So in this case, the is the definite article, but the word chocolate is not a noun, it is an adjective. Why it is an adjective? Because we can ask a question, what kind of ice cream? So our answer is chocolate ice cream. So the word chocolate, it modifies, or in simple words, it tells us more about the ice cream as to what kind of ice cream it is. So what kind of ice cream John has taken? Chocolate ice cream. So you see the difference between example A and B. In example A, the word the comes before the noun boy, boy. But in example B, the word the does not come before the noun ice cream, but instead it comes before the word chocolate, which is an adjective. Why it is an adjective? Because it modifies the noun ice cream. Coming to the last point, determiners are required for singular nouns but are optional when it comes to plural nouns. So I have jotted down 2 examples for you. First is no articles. That means we do not need any article. That means we don't have to use a, an or the when we are writing this sentence. So the sentence is metal cans are recyclable. So here the word cans is a plural noun, and it means the cans which is made of all the metals in the world. So we don't say an metal cans, we don't say a metal cans, but we have to say metal cans are recyclable. So as I mentioned the word optional, that means we can use the word the. So in the next example I have written the metal cans are recyclable. This means here it means the specific metal cans which are made of specific metals are recyclable. So we are using the word THE. So this is all about how you should remember as to what is determiners. I hope you have liked the class. Please flood me with your comments and suggestions. Thank you so much.